What's going on, y'all? I'm over here jamming to the intro music. What's going on, y'all? What is going on? Hey, 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 hey. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? All of that good shit. Shondo's around the building. Well, hello. Good morning. Why am I up this early on a Sunday morning, God? Seeing as how I got in at like 6:45. I got in earlier this morning than I did yesterday morning. Because I was just tired. But we've been in the streets. I'm on like 3 hours of sleep or something like that. 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours of sleep. My body will recover eventually. But something came across my desk that gave me this moment of exigence. Okay, let me say hi to y'all in the bushes. Hey, basic ass Brit, what's going on? I hope you're having fun over there in the bushes. Hey, quintessential, little baby, nappy child, Patty Duke, anybody up in the bushes. Y'all know I don't. Oh God, I'm supposed to be laid out, stretched out. Sundays are a day that I try to rest, not do social media, just rest, hang out with friends, and just. But there was a moment of exigence this morning, and I decided that I would come on and speak on these things. Shout out to it's Tabitha. Hey Amir, and formerly known as Beautiful Soul. Now I saw this clip this morning on her Instagram, but I had seen the image a couple days ago. I saw the image a couple days ago. It scrolled across my timeline. I didn't pay attention to it, and I just said, "Oh, okay, white girl who's a Delta. I'm, graduating. I ain't gonna pay it no mind." It just went. You know how you be scrolling up your timeline and stuff. You see stuff real fast and you let it go. So that's all I did. I saw a couple of days. I ain't paying no attention. So then when I saw Tabitha had it on her timeline this morning, I said, "Hey, little baby. Hey, Amir. Hey, Nappy Child. Hey, Patty Dude." I said, it must be something up with this. Let me check and let me click on this and see what's going on. So I clicked to see what all the fuss was about. Let me play this for y'all. Now, the image that you see on my thumbnail is an image that's the girl in the picture did not post that picture. Another girl posted the picture, okay? And can y'all not see me? Let me make sure y'all can see me. Make sure everything is going good on my end. Oh, okay. So the girl in question, hey Miss Queenie 98, in the picture on my thumbnail is not the one who posted her pictures. There was another girl who posted her pictures on Facebook. And after that, it kind of went from there. So a black girl responded to her. A couple people began to respond to her. And there was a black young lady who responded to her picture, and it prompted the white girl to make a TikTok video. Hey, Victoria Shay. Good morning, everybody. Let me play the video, the TikTok video that the white girl posted. Y'all bear with me. Y'all know my computer sometimes be cutting up, but I think it might work with me this morning. Now, the girl's name on the white girl's name on TikTok is Megan Ish. Okay. Um, hold on. Let me try to get this.
So I woke up this morning to see this type of bullshit.
Hey everyone, I am the person in this picture and I wanted to address a few things because I'm someone who's going to research before I make very broad statements. I'm not going to explain my reasoning to anybody. I'm not going to beg people to take my side because I don't need to. My actions speak louder than my words, and I'm going to let my sisterhood, scholarship, and service do the talking. For those of you who are not aware of how this process works, it's a very thorough application process. Not everybody and anybody can join. You have to be qualified. There are requirements you have to meet, in which I met them. From my research, I saw that you did not attend HBCU in your undergrad, and you're also not part of D9. I'm sure you have your own personal reasons on why you chose the school that you did, just like everybody does. We just want some clout. Just say that. If you didn't make it in undergrad, there's always grad chapters. Let me know if you need help.
I'm gonna let that play again. Hold on. I'm gonna let that play again. Hold on. I got y'all. Hey, distant lover. If my computer will act right. All right. So let me get that to play again because I want y'all to see that again so y'all can get the full grasp of what is happening here. Okay. I want to play that again. Of course, y'all know what's going on in the background. But we're going to talk about this, y'all. We're going to talk about this. So that was the girl in the picture's response to the black girl who took some who took the liberty of responding to what she saw and had some things to say about it. And so um that's how she chose to respond. Y'all give me a moment while I allow my raggedy computer to do what it has to do. But as you can probably imagine, I saw that this morning and said to myself, self, please don't allow this white blonde haired woman descended from the Caucasus Mountains to get you to cussing on a good Sunday morning. But by that time, it was too late. At the moment that I have to talk to myself and tell myself not to have somebody not to get me to cussing on a good Sunday morning, it's already too late. The damage is done. Um, it doesn't. I don't think that the context of what the black girl said was, and I'll get that for you. I'll get that to come up for you. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I'll get all of it to come up for you. Let me get it to get my computer to do what it does. Yeah, give me a sec. Let me get all of it for y'all. Hold on. Because I want y'all to have the full context before I have this whole entire meltdown. Dear Lord. Before I have this entire meltdown, let me let y'all see. Um the context. See if I can get that. Y'all know how this goes. Whenever I need to find something, it can't be found. But we'll make it work. We will make it work. All right. Y'all be asking me a whole lot of questions. Y'all know how my computer is, and y'all over here asking me to do all of this research and go and do all of this extra stuff that y'all know is not gonna work out well. Y'all know what y'all don't work with. Can y'all work with me this morning and not against me? Y'all are working against me this morning. Y'all don't want me to be great. Y'all do not want me to be great. Y'all don't want me to be great, and that's okay. Y'all do not want me to be great. Mm-mm, y'all will not allow me to be great. Y'all won't allow me to be great. I blame Quintessential. She doesn't want me to be great. Quintessential, I'm not gonna be able to do all of that. You know how these things work on my chat on my computer, so you're gonna have to go look it up. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna be able to do that because it's gonna cause too much to go on in the background with my computer right now, and it just all of that just even trying to find it just through my whole everything is out of whack. It just threw me off. And give me a moment. Let me. They just threw me off. Now I would have just clicked the end button. Now I don't even want to do the video anymore. Give me a moment, y'all. Y'all know how my computer makes me go. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. Had to have a moment of zen. Um, Good morning, New Jones. Y'all gonna have to go and do your own research on that. I'm not going to do that this morning. It's too much. Just you'll find it. I'm sure. I'm not gonna be able to do everything this morning. Breathe, Del Teddy, breathe. Just breathe. All right, but be that as it may, I'm gonna play the video one more time, and I'm gonna play it one more time just so that you can get the context by which the young lady said. I'm not gonna play the original video that the black girl played for her. If you go to your own TikTok or you search TikTok and you search the girl's name is Megan Ish with two H's on the end, Meganishh. You can go do a search for that and you can go and look up the original video and tons of other stuff. I'm just not gonna do that this morning because that's gonna send me some places. That's gonna make my computer do some stuff and send me someplace that I don't want to go and throw me off. I'm already thrown off already with my commentary right now. So my whole mind just went completely blank. I had a brain fart. And I don't even know if I can even continue this video now. I really want to click end and start over because I'm just thrown off now. Can I start over? Can I start over? Because I'm just so thrown off now. I'm just so thrown. Anyway, um, oh, I'm just thrown off now. I'm so thrown off now. Okay, let me play the video again so that y'all can see it. Um, All right. Here's here's the video one more time.
So I woke up this morning to see this type of bullshit.
Hey everyone, I am the person in this picture and I wanted to address a few things because I'm someone who's going to research before I make very broad statements. I'm not going to explain my reasoning to anybody. I'm not going to beg people to take my side because I don't need to. My actions speak louder than my words, and I'm going to let my sisterhood, scholarship, and service do the talking. For those of you who are not aware of how this process works, it's a very thorough application process. Not everybody and anybody can join. You have to be qualified. There are requirements you have to meet, in which I met them. From my research, I saw that you did not attend HBCU in your undergrad, and you're also not part of D9. I'm sure you have your own personal reasons on why you chose the school that you did, just like everybody does. We just want some clout. Just say that if you didn't make it in undergrad, there's always grad chapters. Let me know if you need help.
So that was once again.
I woke up this morning to see this type of bullshit.
Hey everyone, I am the person in this picture and I wanted to address a few things because I'm someone who's going to research before I make very broad statements. I'm not going to explain my reasoning to anybody. I'm not going to beg people to take my side because I don't need to. My actions speak louder than my words, and I'm going to let my sisterhood, scholarship, and service do the talking. For those of you who are not aware of how this process works, it's a very thorough application process. Not everybody and anybody can join. You have to be qualified. There are requirements you have to meet, in which I met them. From my research, I saw that you did not attend HBCU in your undergrad, and you're also not part of D9. I'm sure you have your own personal reasons on why you chose the school that you did, just like everybody does. We just want some clout. Just say that if you didn't make it in undergrad, there's always grad chapters. Let me know if you need help.
Now, that response might have gone over better had Megan been someone not descendant from the Caucasus Mountains. But seeing as how Megan is someone descendant from the Caucasus Mountains, a lot better. But like I said, seeing as how Megan is descended from the Caucasus Mountains, that doesn't go over well. First of all, Megan, dear one, my doll, my love. Where do I start? Where do I begin? How do I even begin to really encapsulate how I feel about what dear Megan had to say? Mm, mm, I, mm, I, mm. So first of all, what we have here is a lot that's going on. One of the important parts that was stated in said video is when Megan said that the girl that made the response video was trying to clout chase. She said that after, allegedly, according to her, she had done research on the girl, meaning she had went and doxed the girl and found out that the girl was not a member of D9 and had not gone to an HBCU. And she said that to qualify her being able to respond to this girl because she went to an HBCU and because she was a member of Divine Nine. So By you doing that, aren't you clout chasing yourself? Aren't you using the clout that's been established by that, or the clout that you deem that you receive by being an alumnus of a Divine Nine, and by being a member of, I'm not an alumnus of an HBCU, and by being a member of the Divine Nine, aren't you trying to quantify or qualify how you feel based on that? I'm just saying, hold on one second, y'all. One second. All right, sorry about that. I had got a call. But here we have white girl in her mantle of white privilege and breastplate of white supremacy that is trying to, because the black girl looked, and I'm not going to say the black girl was right in everything that she did and said. She had a problem and took a problem with the fact that there was this white girl who was touting the fact that she was in this black sorority. She's doing a duck walk. She's, taking pictures and all of that stuff around the Theta tree or whatever at their respective college. And she is, yeah. So she wants to have all of the parts that make her black, or try to cloak herself in, oh, I have, she's trying to say that she has more of a black experience than this black girl. Let me just cut to the chase. She is saying, she's trying to validate that she has more authentically of a black experience than this black girl. I don't care if this black girl went to the most lily white of lily white universities. I don't care if this black girl pledged the most lily white sororities, from the Tri Deltas to the Tri Sigmas to Delta Zeta or any other of the lily white sororities out there. Okay. You don't get to do this, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not in 2021, not in 1921. How dare you? First of all, let's go down this road. First of all, ma'am, before we get to the Divine Nine part of it, okay, let's go to the HBCU part of it, ma'am. Ma'am, let's, I don't want to dox her. I don't, I really don't, but more information is needed, because I just feel like you, ma'am, why did you go to this HBCU? Because you wanted this black experience. That's what you wanted, ma'am, with your blonde hair and your, all of your whiteness descended from the Caucasus Mountains. Did you want to be closer to black people? Or are you one of these white women that just wanted to be closer to black teen and have more access to black teen? Because now you're a minority on the campus of this HBCU, and now you can have, well, I'm going right down that road. We going straight to Final Jeopardy. Yep, we sure are. Because I done seen it before, and y'all done seen it too. Y'all know how these white women get. They get to, all they want is, they want to cloak themselves in around the black people and black experiences, because they just want to get closer to some black people. Not saying definitively that that's her story, but that's a lot of their stories. Okay. Secondly, you as a white person do not get to tout attending an HBCU. The whole purpose of establishing HBCUs was because black people didn't even have the opportunity to go to any other colleges. The fact that there had to be HBCUs is the whole problem to begin with. And so for you as a white person to get on Al Gore's good internet and try to tout, be I went to an HBCU, you did not. No, bitch, you don't get to do that. It's your people who's the reason that we even had to have an HBCU. If things worked the right way, there would not be HBCUs because there wouldn't be racism, there wouldn't be discrimination. We probably wouldn't even be in these yet to be United States of America. We probably would still be over there in Mother Africa. But that's a whole nother story and a whole nother conversation. But the fact that you are touting as a white woman to a black woman that you went to an HBCU and she did not, and as if that makes you better than her, further drives home the white privilege and the white superiority that you believe that you have with this black woman. Let's just be clear. That would be like, you know what that's like? Let me give you an example. That would be like the black girl's family having a cookout, and she know about the cookout, but instead of she said, "I ain't going to the cookout today. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends, girl. I can. That's my family. I can go to the cookout whenever I want to go to the cookout. Girl, that is my family. Girl, I see them all the time. Girl, I'm just gonna go out and hang out with my friends today because I got stuff to do with my friends." White girl decides she going to see a cookout and then gonna try to throw it in your face. I was at the cookout. You wasn't at the cookout. You can't talk because you went at the cookout. And you looking at this whole like, wait, what? Wait, what? That's my family. You do realize that's not your family. You do realize that's my family. You do realize that's my family that's throwing the cookout, that you're trying to tell me that I'm lesser than you or inferior to you because you were at my family's cookout and I chose not to go to my family's cookout. Now make that make sense. My family, but you trying to attach yourself to my family because you trying to get with my cousin Dante. Because you trying to slide into the family bathroom with my cousin Pookie and have a great day and have a great time. To go even further, good morning, Jason. What's going on, sir? Secondly, there's so many conversations here. You don't get to do. Wait a minute. So what that says to me is you probably go around trying to. You probably try to go around with double privilege. You probably try to parade yourself around spaces using both your white privilege and what you believe to be black privilege and a means by which to, associate yourself as being a part of the black experience because you went to an HBCU and because you are Divine Nine. And so now when you have somebody who you and your white caucasity believes is not black enough or not as black as you, mind you, you are not now speck of black, but not has had the true experience of black people as much as you have because you went to an HBCU and you pledged to Divine Nine. Now you get to, wield that around in addition to your white privilege. Because let's be clear, when and if the time comes, you will abandon all parts of black experience to relish and bathe and bask in all of your white privilege and white supremacy. Let's be just clear about that. Okay? Let's be very clear. HBCUs were not created to keep white people out. HBCUs were created because white people kept us out. And just like any and everything that we do, everything, hey, Yana, everything that black people do, everything we invent, everything we create, technically has always been superior to the garbage that some of you people fart out. And anytime we have something and we make it good and we make it wonderful, we make it excellent, we make it exquisite, we make it just some of the greatest shit on earth, what do you people do? You have to sweep on in and try to steal what we have and steal our experience and bathe yourself in our experience to go along because you're just collecting experiences like collectibles, because it's not enough that you have your white supremacy and your white privilege over there, but now you got to say, oh, that's not enough, because now in 2021 it's cool to be black and it's cool for the white people to have the black experience, because it's not popular now to just be a white person having the white experience. So now you got to know every line to all of the popular rap songs. Now you got to wear all of the misappropriate all of the black, culture and clothing and vernacular and everything. Now you want to be black until such a time, and that doesn't fit whatever narrative you want at that time or whatever experience you want, and now you'll abandon that for your caucasity and your white privilege and white supremacy. So here in this space and time, Megan ish has decided that she is going to tout that she's had a black experience, and this black girl couldn't have had an authentic black experience because she didn't go to an HBCU. Hey, B.R. Burns, the best thing for her to have done when that black girl made her response to this post, remember, white girl, you didn't even put it up, so it wasn't even for you to fight. You should have said, you know what, I ain't got it to do. I know what I did. I know my experience. And you started the video saying, my sisterhood scholarship and service speaks for itself. Then shut the fuck up. If your sisterhood scholarship and service speaks for itself, why are you interrupting? Why are you talking? Because I can't hear what your sisterhood scholarship and service is saying because you're interrupting with your fuck shit and bullshit. Let's go further and examine this. You were supposed to, shut up and not say anything. Because I'm going to tell you what would happen. If you would have just shut the fuck up and just let the girl go off, your sorors, I guarantee you, would have went in and let have. Y'all know the Deltas don't fuck off. If they feel slighted in any way, shape, form, or fashion, they will go in. So all you had to do was stay the fuck quiet, say, I'm gonna let my sorors handle that, because I don't even want to go down some places and I don't want to muddy the waters. My sorors got that. And I'm sure your LSs, your fellow chapter members, and all of the Deltas would have galvanized around you and went in and let have. But you didn't do that because white people can't do that. Because white people dare feel that they are slighted by any stretch of the imagination. So anytime they feel even the slightest bit slighted, certainly by someone they feel is lesser than us, which is any other person or race across the human spectrum, they feel galvanized into themselves and feel like they have to start going out there and windmilling themselves and fighting people and stuff. You were supposed to shut the fuck up and let your sisterhood scholarship and service speak for itself, but you didn't. You opened your mouth, and now this is what happens. Lord. Now, if you want to talk about sisterhood, scholarship, and service, okay, that's a whole. I ain't gonna even do that. So this white woman who went to this HBCU and is now professing that her going to this HBCU makes her better than this black woman, makes her experience as a makes her, I guess, have more of a black experience than this black woman because she chose to go. And she even said, I don't know why you chose to go to that school. Because she has the option. Because now black people can go wherever the fuck they want to go. Because it's not like it was back when the first HBCU was founded back in, I believe, 1837 in Pennsylvania, where black people could not go anywhere and we didn't have choices. Now she has a goddamn choice. And she can go wherever the fuck she wants. Just like white people have never not had the choice. Even when there was HBCUs in its early inceptions, y'all black asses didn't want to come. Y'all not what black asses, excuse me. Y'all white asses wasn't trying to go to no HBCU back in the day. Let's be clear. And people from HBCUs back in the day could tell you the only time you saw white people, I shouldn't say only, I don't want to use definites, but almost all of the time you saw white people donning the quad at an HBCU was because of a couple reasons. Maybe they didn't get into the traditional college that they thought they wanted to go to. Maybe that black school had the best college of pharmacy or college of business or college of journalism in the area, and they wanted to utilize all of the great resources that they had garnered at this black institution and used and steal it for their white people and use up all of our knowledge base and privilege and all of our resources and take it back to their white communities. Okay. And so that's why you saw them. But it wasn't because they wanted to have the black experience. Y'all ain't want no parts of that. No parts of it. None. But now you went further. You went further. And you not only talked about her not going to an HBCU, now you want to talk about her not being in the Divine Nine. And you then went further with that and talked about, oh, you not only did you not pledge Divine Nine, you ain't pledged an undergrad, and I can help you if you want to get in grad chapter. Excuse me? Wait, what? Girl. So now, just like you want to throw at the black girl, excuse me, that she chose to go to a PWI, and why didn't she choose to go to an HBCU? Let's throw it back at you, lady Megan. Why did you choose to join Delta Sigma Theta and not one of your white counterparts? What? Not one of the white sorority? Can we get a whole monologue and soliloquy about that since you got so much to say? Hey, crackhead Willie. Can you explain to us that, ma'am? Because let's be clear. The crux of the girl's argument had nothing to do. I'm not going to say had nothing to do, but the crux of her argument really wasn't it wasn't about the sorority or the Divine Nine part. It was about you white people invading black spaces. It was about the fact that the reason that we have the Divine Nine is the exact same reason that we have HBCUs, because you all were not allowing us to be in your fraternities and sororities. You all were not allowing us into your colleges and universities. And because of that, we had to make our own. And yet again, like I said a few minutes ago, whenever we make something, it is superior. It is better. That's just what it is. When we put some black stank on something, it ends up being better. So much better than what you people have. Y'all come over here and try and get some of what we got. Y'all try to turn stuff that y'all got into what we got. Y'all try to, morph everything that y'all have into what we have. I'm like, so when the founders of Delta Sigma Theta were marching down the streets of Washington, D.C. in marches for women's rights and women's suffrage, and for Black women to be involved in women's rights and women's suffrage, I don't believe that part of their, vision for the organization is for you blonde-haired Megan to roll out on Al Gore's Good Internet some 100+ years later, going in on some Black girl because you think that you have more of a Black experience because you went to an HBCU and you're a part of a Divine Nine. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. Sorry. No. Baby, you can pledge every Black sorority on earth. You can go to every HBCU on earth. At the end of the day, that Black girl will always be Black and always have a true Black experience, way more than you ever could dream of having, by sheer virtue of her being born Black. And you can, like, once again, go to every HBCU in the world. You can join every Black sorority in the world. You will never be Black. You will never have the Black experience. Because even if you go in Black spaces, even if you travel with Black people, even if you're in a situation with other Black people where they're experiencing things, you will never experience it the same as them, because you are not Black and you could never have the Black experience, just like I could never have the white experience because I'm not white. Hey, Ella. And so you telling this girl at the end, so that goes into the whole, oh, well, you didn't pledge undergrad, and maybe you can pledge grad chapter. I can help you. No, you can't help me do a goddamn thing. You cannot help me do a goddamn thing. Because last time I checked, dear one, a member of your own sorority that you're talking about is the same whether or not they are undergrad or grad. Okay? It's the same thing. And so now you're trying to quantify even her membership, even if she was to join this organization. You've tried to qualify it by various levels. You've tried to qualify it pledging at a HBCU versus pledging at a PWI, then further by pledging undergrad versus grad. You really want to go down this road, sweetheart? Do you really want to go down this road? Because last time I checked, there are members in your organization wearing the how many pearls? They got 9 white pearls that you all wear in Delta Sigma Theta that y'all say y'all wear y'all 9 white pearls. That ain't pledged nowhere in America, and we're giving honorary status and have just as much membership and the same rights and privileges as you who went to the HBCU and who you pledged undergrad. And they give it out at every one of their national meetings. They give out honorary membership and say, oh, here you go. You can be an honorary member. All of the same rights and privileges as you have, white girl, descended from the Caucasus Mountains. But once again, the caucasity of white people in this instant, just like this, is not only do they use whatever privilege they can in whatever spaces they can. They will use their white privilege and white supremacy when it's conducive for them. And then in the cases like this chick, they will try to say that they have the Black experience and use that to make themselves feel superior to a Black person, even in that regard. Like I said, you were supposed to shut the fuck up and do like you said. Let your scholarship, service, and what was the other one? Sisterhood speak for itself. You were supposed to do that, but you couldn't. Nope. Nope. Not in the day of Donald John Trump. White people are not going to do that. Not in the day of Donald John Trump. No God. I don't understand where you get off, ma'am. Where you get off. Where you get off. I just don't. What are we going to have next, y'all? What are we going to have next that's going to be happening? You got white people trying to make themselves superior or feel superior to Black people because they feel like they've had more of a Black experience than a Black person because they went to to an HBCU and pledged the Divine Nine. Where does it end? Where does it end? For those people coming in, you might want to have some context to this. Nappy Chow has dropped the link. It is why I came up here this morning. I did not want, and like I said, I'm not the statement that I'm not making. Let me be very clear. I am not saying that white people cannot and should not go to HBCUs. I am not saying that white people cannot and should not join Divine Nine organization. I being a member of a Divine Nine organization, okay? What I am saying is that when these instances come up, that is the time for you to shut up and let the organization handle it. You should have just shut up. You need to know your place and know your role. I'm going to give you a perfect example on the other side. Let me give you a perfect example on the opposite side. Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, staunch Republican, when he came out a couple weeks ago and said there's no racism in America, he said it and he let it sit there. He ain't come out windmilling for himself. He said it and sat the fuck down and let all of the white people, his band of merry terrorists down there to the Republican Party, cloak him in all of their, protection. And they went out there windmilling for Tim Scott. He ain't have to say no more. He just sat down and say, y'all got this. I'm going to just sit down. He did what needed to be done, and he sat down and let the people go ahead and windmill for him and didn't have to do nothing. It got so good for him. He even had the vice president of the United States on the other side come out and say the same thing he did, which was just as wrong. But he got the other side to come over to his side because he got to be shut up and let his work speak for him. And now that's what you were supposed to do. If you had just sat out and shut the fuck up, those deltas would have galvanized around you. They're the largest member of the Divine Nine. Delta Sigma Theta is the largest member of the Divine Nine. They have thousands upon thousands of, listen, the last thing you want to do on any college campus, if they got a chapter of Delta Sigma Theta, you don't want to make them girls mad because it's a million of them and it's going to be deltas coming from round corners you didn't even know that existed on campus to come and get you. And white girl, you were supposed to shut up and let your sorors handle this. Because they are ready for all of the smoke. They always ready for the smoke. You were supposed to shut up and let them handle it. But you couldn't do that. Not with your white supremacy and not white privilege. No, 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 no. I wonder, Miss HBCU, member of Divine Nine, when the time comes for you to get into certain places, I would venture to guess that's not something that you mentioned. I would venture to guess when you went to your respective job interviews and stuff, you didn't say, oh, don't forget, I'm a member of Divine Nine and I went to an HBCU because I know that's going to give me more clout in these places. I would venture to guess the next time you get pulled over by the police, ma'am, you aren't going to be touting, oh, I know I look white and I know you're assuming that I'm one of you, but nah, don't include me with all of that white privilege. I went to an HBCU. I am a member of Divine Nine, and I need everything that goes along with being a part of the Black experience and being in an alumnus of an HBCU and being a member of Divine Nine. Do you do that, ma'am? Ma'am, I really want to know what some of you, let me drop a link for y'all, because I really want to know what some of y'all that are alumnus of HBCUs or maybe members of Divine Nine have to say about this, because this is baffling to me. There are I have a lot of subscribers that have gone to HBCUs and are members of Divine Nine. And you don't even have to have gone to an HBCU, or you don't even have to have been a member of the Divine Nine. But because this is not just about going to an HBCU or being a member of the Divine Nine. What it is really, to me, in my estimation, is about this woman saying that she feels like she has more of a Black experience than this Black girl. Now, I started by saying I'm not totally in agreement with what everything the Black girl said. If all the girl is out there doing a duck walk, she's a member of Delta Sigma Theta, she's doing that, great. But when you made your response to this girl and tried to throw out there your attendance to an HBCU and your membership in this Divine Nine organization, You don't get to do that. 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 That's where you went wrong. That's where you went wrong. And you are a member of that organization. No one can take that from you except for members of that organization. Those are the only people that can take that away from you, is the members of that organization. And but my point is that one doesn't have to be a member of a Divine Nine organization to be able to talk about Divine Nine organizations. That's just like the argument that people make. Oh, you can't tell me anything about children if you don't have children. Oh, you can't tell me anything about this if you don't have that. Oh, you can't tell me about no, that's not how that works. Guess what? In the even in the medical field, that'd be like a woman said to a doctor, "Oh, you can't tell me nothing about my vagina if you're a gynecologist because you don't have one and you're a man." That's not how that works. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. I just feel like this. And let me show. I want to show it one more. I'm gonna show the video one more time. Let me show the video one more time. I'm gonna see if I can show the black girl's video. Um, Nappy Child, drop the black girl's video again. I think you had posted it, Nappy Child. Can you drop that again for me, Nappy Child? Because I need thank you so much, Distant Lover, for your super sticker. Thank you, my love. I think it should, be that constitutional. I'm not I'm not at liberty to say that D9 organizations can't have that. Every D9 organization is allowed to do what they feel is in the best interest of their organization. There are those people elected to be in positions of power and leadership that make those decisions. I am not in that level of leadership. I'm a member of a Divine Nine, but I'm not in that level of leadership where I can just tell people, you know, make the decision to say who can and cannot be members of the organization. I am glad that I am a member of an organization where we don't have honorary members. Everybody in my organization, you have to pledge, be it you pledge undergrad or you pledge grad chapter. We do not have honorary members. So everybody that's a member of my, noble clan has gone through a process. And I can't, make anybody's process less than or greater than anybody else's. You went through the initiation, you are a member, you and everybody in my organization asked to be in. They put in an application, they wanted it. And so, all right, so let me play the original video from the black girl. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Try and play this over. Right. The honorary membership conversation that's not, and I don't have a problem with it. I don't want to make it seem like I have a problem with honorary membership. I don't have a problem with that. But I was just explaining what my organization does. I don't have a problem with honorary members. But what I'm saying is I don't want her even being a member of a Divine Nine organization. I don't think that makes me better than someone else simply by me being a member of that Divine Nine organization. That was a choice that I made. That was something that I wanted to do. And I didn't choose to do it because I was saying to myself, I want to be better than someone else. That wasn't a reason why I got. Now I can't speak to other people and why they wanted to join um an organization. Okay, I cannot. So let me play the video for y'all. Hold on. Let me play the black girls video because I didn't play the black girls. I'll play the black girls video first, and then I'll play Megan's video. All right, we're gonna share audio. Ooh, let me make sure I share the right link. I can't have y'all looking at my porn. Dear God. Oh boy. All right. Let me restart this.
You can join.
And,
We
hold on,
expect
hold on.
and if we keep
Restart it. All right. Here we go. All right. Here we
So I
go.
woke up this type of bullshit on my fucking Facebook feed. And honestly, nothing infuriates me more than to see a black person defending a white person who does shit like go to HBCUs or joining a black fraternity. But here's my thing, right? Because I actually understand the mindset that y'all be having, which is, oh, it's just a school, it's just a sorority, anybody can join. We can't expect racism to end if we keep excluding ourselves. But here's the thing though, right? Because as a white person, you can go to any fucking university and you would be safe. You can join any of the majority fraternities and sororities and you would be fine. Where we don't have that fucking option. HBCUs and black fraternities and sororities are created as a safe space for us because we are not safe other places. Because white people have colonized everything else and excluded us from it. So why the fuck are white people now trying to infiltrate our shit? It's not our job to fix racism, and allowing white people to do shit like this is eliminating that safe space for. So I woke up this morning to see this type of bullshit on my fucking Facebook feed. Honestly, nothing.
Or that is the that's the video that the black girl made. Okay. Now, like I said from the very beginning, I ain't in agreement with everything that the black girl said in her video. And like I said, the black girl's video was problematic enough that had the white girl just shut up, had the white girl just shut up and let her sorors handle it, we wouldn't even be here. But no, she couldn't let sleeping dogs lie. She couldn't let her sorors handle it for her. She, being descended from the Caucasus Mountains, felt like, I ain't gonna let this black girl get one over on me. I ain't gonna let this black girl make me feel inferior, talk about me. Oh no. And so, in her response, she made this.
So I woke up this morning to see this type of bullshit.
Hey everyone, I am the person in this picture and I wanted to address a few things because I'm someone who's going to research before I make very broad statements. I'm not going to explain my reasoning to anybody. I'm not going to beg people to take my side because I don't need to. My actions speak louder than my words, and I'm going to let my sisterhood, scholarship, and service do the talking. For those of you who are not aware of how this process works, it's a very thorough application process. Not everybody and anybody can join. You have to be qualified. There are requirements you have to meet, in which I met them. From my research, I saw that you did not attend HBCU in your undergrad, and you're also not part of D9. I'm sure you have your own personal reasons on why you chose the school that you did, just like everybody does. We just want some clout. Just say that. If you didn't make it in undergrad, there's always grad chapters. Let me know if you need help.
And that, my friends, was Megan's, the white girl's response. I don't, We done hashed this out, y'all. We've hashed this out. She should have stayed quiet. Leave it alone. Let your sorors drag. Because that's what the Delta, and I've seen some Delta responses to this, where even in the white girl's response, they have gone in and still, y'all putting 20 on 10. No, we're not. But I've seen some Deltas come out and go in on their own soror saying, yeah, nah, we can't have any of this. We can't have any of this. And so let me say this. White people who are in the bushes watching from the clouds or watching the replay, never try to have an argument with a black person and the basis of your argument being that you have more of a black experience and you are more of a black person than they are because of what school you went to or what organization you're a part of or what neighborhood you grew up in. Because I don't care if a black person grew up in the most lily white of lily white neighborhoods and was adopted by a bunch of white people and never grew up around any black person in America. They still have way more of a black experience than you will ever have. Why? Because they're black. Hey, Monk Chip. Hey, Miss Shorty B. Well, letters can only be, I ain't going down the road of having people letters taken from them. That is the duty of her organization, and I will let her organization have that, okay? I dare not try to dream of taking that from her. Sorry about that, y'all. But I dare not try to dream of going down that road. Those are decisions that members of Delta Sigma Theta can make on their own. They will decide how to handle it or not to handle it at all. But this is why it's dangerous in the day of social media, and those members of fraternal organizations can tell you, putting stuff on social media with your fraternity symbols, letters, sorority symbols, letters, or organization symbols and letters become a dangerous place, because then you invite things to happen that you did not envision. Case in point, about a couple weeks ago, there was a big to-do, and it's still kind of a big to-do, because a member of Omega Psi Phi, which is a D9 organization, had on his TikTok one of their chants. And one of the things that they, that the members of the organization say when they're together. And little white boys and little white girls across the fruited plains started doing their chants and doing their I even saw one video where a white boy and a white girl was putting up the hooks and stuff and doing all of their parts of their strolls and doing their chants and stuff like that. And members of Omega Psi Phi got very angry, and members of these organizations become very very protective of these organizations. But the point I'm making is you got to be damn sure that what you put out there when you have on these letters or whatever is one representative, but you also have to be knowledgeable of the fact that there could be a backlash and there could be something that happens that you don't necessarily envision. And so, white girl descended from the Caucasus Mountains, like I have said 8,000 times on this video, shut up. Let the black sorors handle it. Let your black sorors handle it. They got this. They got you. They got you. But no, you couldn't. I mean, but this new school, because that's a whole conversation we can have too. New school and old school. It's when you was made a certain way. Certain things you ain't got to do. Certain things you'll have to do. If you were made the right way, now, if you want to go down this road of D9, then let's go down this road of D9. If you are made the right way, you do not have to explain away or qualify or quantify your membership in that organization. That was done at the application process. That was done when you were voted in. And now that you're in, your job is to represent that organization well. Your job is to be a standard bearer for said organization. Your job is not, ma'am, to try to make someone else feel inferior because they're not a member of that organization. Consequently and conversely, you should be such an upstanding member of that organization that it should foster other people wanting to be members of said organization, not run people away. And you could have really garnered a lot of support in this. You could have garnered a lot more people on your side had you done, like I said earlier, had you done the dignified thing and said, you know what? I don't even have to respond to this. I'm a member of this organization. They chose to accept me in this organization, and I wear my letters proudly. I am, hell, it's a video of you in your cap because you're graduating, which is good. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with the picture. The problem comes when you respond the way you did. You know, people are going to feel how they feel about white people being in black organizations, black D9 organizations, or other organizations. People are going to feel how they feel about black white people going to HBCUs, and that's not something for that I feel like you should have to defend or argue about, and that's not something that any of us should have to defend or argue about. That's a debate that's just going to be there damn near perpetually. That's just like the debate within black circles, PWI versus HBCU. That's a whole nother debate that's just going to be there. People do what they want to do for whatever reason they choose to do it. But you got out of line and out of pocket when you tried to make yourself superior to this black girl and tout your black experience. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. So anyway, those are my thoughts today. I'm so glad you all came. I ain't gonna stay on here long. Y'all know I'm good for a 2 3 hour live, but I'm not gonna do a 2 or 3 hour live. I'm finna go back and lay down for a little bit and rest up a little bit and enjoy my Sunday. Y'all have a great Memorial Day. Let me say, like I always say, um, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. Thank y'all for loving on me. I do this for y'all. I start the conversation. We start the talk, and you can go from there. Let's get in the comment section, and once we end this, and we can continue the conversation in the comment section of this video, because I am curious to see how you all feel about this. Y'all know I'll be back at some point to do another live. I didn't think it was going to be today, but I'll be back. You know how we do these things. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. Hopefully I can get this done. We are out of here.